Hi, third grade. Today we're going to be talking about reading and writing six-digit numbers. Your I can statement's on the first slide where it says I can read and write six-digit numbers. We're going to talk about how to read a number out loud today and how that helps you when you're ready to write that number. Before we get into a six-digit number, we're going to start with a fourth one and then a fifth one or a four-digit number and then a five-digit number and ultimately a six-digit number. But we're going to talk about the four-digit numbers first. When you have a four-digit number, there's three different parts of this number. You have the thousands period, the thousands comma, and then the ones period. So right here, what you have is the thousands period. It's anything to the left of the comma. And then what you're going to have is the comma, which is obviously right there. And after the comma, you're going to have the ones period. So it's anything to the right of the comma. And the reason why I'm telling you about these periods or these families, the thousands family or the ones family, is because they're going to help you when it's time to read the number. So you're going to read it in three chunks. You're going to read the thousands family or period, and then the comma, and then the ones period. When you read the comma, for today, we're always going to say the word thousands. So when we read this number, we read it like this: 4,000, and then the second chunk, 395. 4,395. When we're ready to type that number or write it, we're going to write it exactly the way we hear it. The first word we said was 4, then we said 1,000, and then the next number was 300, and then 95. You write the word exactly as you say it. You do not write the word as 4,000, 300s, 9 10s, and 5 1s. That's the expanded form. We're talking about word form right now. In word form, you write it exactly the way you hear it said: 4,395. For this next one, we have the same digits, except we are now building our thousands period. We have a 64 in the thousands period right now. Then we have our thousand, our comma, and then 395. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to read the thousands period, then we'll say a comma, and we'll say the ones period. This says 64,395. So when we write it, we will write 64,395. Again, we are not saying 6 10,000s, 4,000s, 300s, 9 10s, 5 1s. That's expanded form. This is the word form. We write it exactly as we hear it: 64,395. At the end, we have now built our thousands period so that we have 100,000 as well. This is where it can get tricky to read, but if you're really watching your periods or your families, it's not going to trick you at all. We have the thousands period, the comma, and the hundreds period. So we're going to read it exactly as we see it. 264 is our thousands period, and then we say 1,000 for the comma, and then we say 395. So it says 264,395. So what I'm going to do is type exactly that: 264,395. 264,395. Your I can statement for this short lesson was I can read and write six-digit numbers. The most important thing to do when you are reading or writing a six-digit number is to say that number out loud. You always want to remember to say your thousands family first, and then read the comma, which in this case it says thousands, and then read your ones period, 395. Your thousands period, your comma, and then your ones period.